All about it. I've been arrested, questioned about it, I've been written about. That happened in 95. I thought it was 96. It was 95. 13 years ago.
£2.8 million.
Yeah.
The biggest robbery in the history of the state at the time.
Yeah.
You say you know all about it. Tell us about it.
I've read all about it in the newspapers. That's what I know about it. And any time it's written about, my photograph is thrown in. I was brought down to the station, arrested.
Well, what was that like?
Well, they interrogated me about the robbery, and I think they were satisfied it wasn't me, and they released me.
I don't think they were satisfied it wasn't you.
They released me at the end of the day.
Well, they had to, because they had no evidence on you, because it was such a well-planned job.
No, if you've no evidence on something, it's obviously you didn't do it.
No, it's not obvious you didn't do it.
You know, if everyone knows you've done it, like, everyone knows you've done it, there has to be stuff to back it up.
Well, the main suspect was arrested following an exhaustive Garda inquiry and nothing of evidential value. When you go in and you have to, the very first thing that you have to tell a person who's been interviewed is you're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say will be taken down and given in evidence. You're actually telling that person to stay quiet. And that's the reality of it.
And is that what happened?
That's basically what happened. He would talk the hind legs off you about anything else that you wanted to talk about, but ask him anything in relation to the robbery, he knew nothing, and on the advice of a solicitor, he had nothing to say.
In fairness, the Gardaí believe you did it.
Yeah.
There's enough intelligence to link you to that robbery. There's enough intelligence to link you to the Marino Mart robbery. The community believe you did it, and every criminal in Dublin believes you did it.
Yeah. Okay. And why would they all believe that? Not the guards, every criminal and every people in the city, because they read it in the paper. I'm beginning to believe I've done it myself from reading it in the paper. When you read these things every week after week, there must be no smoke without fire. It looks that way, it sounds that way. If it barks, it's a dog. I didn't do the robbery, you know.
But why do you say that when you know you did and everybody else knows you did it?
No.
I mean, the money that you made, the figures just don't add up. I mean, we've just gone into the Marino Mart one.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the compensation claim, it doesn't really wash.
It doesn't wash with you, it washes with me.
Well, the evidence is there in the money and the figures that don't add up. Because 1 minute, you're a guy who has no money, who's grown up in poverty.
Yeah.
You get a compensation claim.
Yeah.
And now you're a multimillionaire. Very suddenly you're a multimillionaire. And coincidentally, around the same time, 2 of the biggest armed robberies in the history of the state are carried out.
Yeah.
And you're linked to both of them.
Yeah. That's it.
Do you really expect people to believe that?
I don't care what they believe, to be honest. But what can I say? If everyone believes I done them, hands up. I didn't do them. That's all I can say.
It's very difficult